Hello everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Chuck Talks Games. Chuck and Ernie here, and on today's episode we are going to be talking about Deus Ex Human Revolution, developed by Eidos Montreal and published by Square Enix for the PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. Now Charles, this is a game I really enjoyed. With its futuristic setting and open-ended gameplay and conspiracy-driven plot, it all comes together almost seamlessly, and I never felt like I had to play it a specific way to progress. In that respect, I feel like it really lives up to the Deus Ex name. What did you have to think about the game, Charles?
Ernie, first of all, who the hell cares about a game named Deus Ex? What the hell kind of name is Deus Ex anyway, Ernie? That's just gross. That's just wrong. I mean, who they trying to sell this game to anyway? Deus Ex. That's just weird. I feel weird even talking about that, Ernie. That's a terrible name. Second of all, why this game's supposed to take place in Detroit? Why is all the black people in Detroit digging in trash? Why they all just hanging out in alleys, just waiting for something bad to happen? Ernie, I've been to Detroit. It ain't that bad. It ain't bad. Is this what those damn Canadians think Detroit is like? That ain't right. That's stupid, Ernie. What the hell?
Well, that wasn't quite the vibe I got from the game, but alright. I really like where the story went, the relationships with the characters, and the decisions that you have to make by the end of the game. Chuck, what was your take on the story?
Ernie, let me tell you what the hell I thought about this damn story. I thought it was really, really poorly told. I thought that it got real annoying hearing that stupid main character just sit there and whine about getting augmentations. Ernie, you know what the hell I could do with augmentations? Ernie, if I had augmentations, if I had augmented legs, if I had robotic arms, Ernie, I could still be playing in the NBA. Ernie, imagine if I had robot arms that let me like stretch out like Michael Jordan in Space Jam. Ernie, I'd still be playing basketball. Come on.
Alright, well, I guess I never thought of it like that. Back to the story. While the game's main story arc unfolds as one would expect, the plot also expands beyond the main quest for players who are curious about the game's world and background. Between newspapers, emails, and optional side quests, the player is given several outlets with which they can learn more about the Deus Ex universe. All of which are optional, and only serve to further immerse the players looking for more insight into the game's story and world. Charles, what did you have to think about the game's open-ended universe and setting?
Ernie, I don't know what the hell you're talking about with this crap about expanding the storyline with extra nonsense. Ernie, what the hell is the point of all this anyway? I mean, you find all these pocket secretaries, but nobody got the pocket secretary in their damn pocket. I'm finding them in trash cans, they underground, Ernie, they in air vents. Who the hell is climbing around an air vent and losing his pocket secretary? Ernie, that don't make no damn sense.
Well, that's an interesting observation.
One of the game's biggest strengths is its open-ended approach to player progress. You can choose to fight enemies head-on with firearms and lethal up-close melee attacks, incapacitate them with non-lethal weapons or takedowns, or even sneak past them altogether. The stealth approach in particular allows for a variety of ways to tackle an objective. Stealth-minded players will often find themselves hacking into personal email accounts and PDAs for door codes and passwords, or disabling enemy turrets, cameras, and security bots. I personally found it very rewarding to sneak into a building's air vents, tranquilizing any guard in my way, and then stowing them away one on top of another in the cleaning supply closet.
Ernie, first of all, that's weird as hell that you stacking people up on top of each other like they some kind of human game of Jenga. Ernie, that's just weird. What the hell do you do when you're not at work? I don't even want to know what the hell is wrong with you. That's terrible. Second of all, Ernie, I need to know, why in these games are security robots always evil? Ernie, when I was growing up, robots were friendly, they would do your laundry and things. Ernie, you remember the Jetsons? The Jetsons wasn't evil. Those were good robots, Ernie. What the hell? Why are they always shooting at me? And speaking of shooting at me, Ernie, why is it, if this game is so open-ended, is it that when I walk up to somebody and try to talk about our problems and try to negotiate, they just shoot me in the face, Ernie? That ain't real. That ain't what happens. I talk to people all the time. I don't ever get shot in the face, Ernie. We solve our problems like man. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Well, I do understand that it's all very subjective, but the game's open-ended gameplay goes even further, allowing the player to nitpick and choose which augmented upgrades they want to use for their particular playstyle. You can attain most of the abilities in a single playthrough, but the order in which you get them is up to you, and can dramatically make each game different. Not to mention, the concept of human augmentation is a very interesting one.
Ernie, you say you can use augmentation to make every game different, but when I was playing with the basketball, which by the way, there's only one basketball hoop in Detroit, that ain't real. Ernie, you ever been to Detroit? But I mean, even then, it's not like I can augment my abilities. Ernie, I couldn't augment my dribbling ability. Ernie, I couldn't augment my dunking ability. What the hell are you talking about human augmentation if we ain't using it for good things like that, Ernie? That ain't what I want. I want to be invisible, Ernie. I want to be able to pass the ball.
Well, Chuck, were you aware that there is a trophy that you can attain if you make a basket?
Oh really, Ernie? They give you a trophy for scoring one basket. You know what, Ernie? They did something like that in the NBA for me, except I had to score 26 points a game, Ernie, and I had to average 12 rebounds, Ernie. Yeah, I got a trophy. You know what the hell it was called? NBA Most Valuable Player, Ernie. Don't be talking to me about trophies. Come on, man.
I was just asking. One thing I really liked about when playing this game in a stealth playstyle was that enemy AI wasn't as predictable as you see in most stealth titles. They never seemed to follow a particular route, nor did they just keep their head forward at all times while walking. I think it gives the game more of a sense of realism.
Ernie, you talk about playing stealth like you don't want to get seen. Ernie, if you don't want to get seen, why don't you handle it like a normal damn person and just call them and be like, hey, is Megan Reed there? Can I speak to Megan Reed? Why don't anybody ever think of something like this in this game? They always just, oh my god, I better grab my assault rifle and jump through that window. Ernie, you think if I'm trying to get a hold of Dwayne Wade that I just grab a gun and go over and break into his house? What the hell is wrong with these damn people?
The game also features a dynamic speech and dialogue system, which can drastically alter the way the game's plot line plays out. With the speech enhancing augmentation, you are able to get a read on people's personalities, see persuasion level in crucial moments, and even activate pheromones to help turn the tide of a debate in your favor.
Ernie, you talk about dynamic speech and dialogue, you talk about speech enhancing augmentation. You trying to get turn the tide of a debate into your favor. Ernie, you know how the hell I turn the tide of a debate in my favor when I'm debating with you? I tell you to shut the hell up so I can talk. And that's what Adam Jensen should do. You don't need no damn chip in your head to get the upper hand. Just tell them, shut the hell up and let me talk. I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
I miss my day job. As for my personal complaints, the boss fights themselves kind of feel out of place. While each boss arena is littered with equipment and weapons aimed at making the fights easier for any playstyle or playthrough, the fights themselves lack the options the game's main missions provide, instead often boiling down to pumping the bosses full of lead or explosive shrapnel in order to succeed. Character animations can also be distracting, as aside from Jensen, most of the characters' animations look very puppet-like and floppy, dragging down what is an otherwise solid presentation. Alright, Charles, I know that pretty much everything about this game has been nothing but complaints for you, but is there anything else you would like to add?
Ernie, I've done my share of complaining about this game, but I want to add a little bit more to that what you said about character animations. They get all floppy, they get weird. I don't understand. Ernie, I've been doing yoga, Ernie, because my personal trainer trying to work on my core, and they working on my core, Ernie, but I can't even get into positions these people are getting in when they pass out. Ernie, I never went to sleep and woke up with my damn ankle wrapped around my head like the damn people in this game do. How the hell are they even doing that, Ernie? I've been working on my core and I can't do that. That's crazy, Ernie.
Well, I'm glad to see there's finally something we can agree on. Anyways, to wrap things up, Deus Ex's combination of solid stealth action, rewarding exploration, and intriguing narrative make it a winner, and a game well worth augmenting into your collection.
Ernie, what the hell was that, Ernie? Was that a joke? You trying to make people laugh? What, you think you clever all of a sudden, Ernie? Ernie, this is just typical of you thinking that everybody here to listen to you talk. Ernie, why don't you just shut the hell up and let somebody talk about something they actually know about, Ernie? You don't know nothing about being funny, Ernie. That's a waste of damn time. That's just terrible, Ernie. Come on.
I don't see why you have to be so critical. I thought it was a fitting end to this review.
Ernie, you're damn right it's a fitting end to our careers. How the hell we supposed to keep people listening if they have to listen to your terrible jokes every damn time we do a review? Ernie, there ain't no money in video game reviews, and there sure as hell ain't no money in bad video game reviews. Ernie, you killing me. Come on.